and welcome to the Bluefield State College virtual open house for our pre-law, humanities, social science, and criminal justice programs. My name is Dr. Anthony Underwood, and I'm the Chief Enrollment Officer at the college. Please make sure your microphones are muted for the sake of clarity and to make sure that all can hear our presenters. There will be time for questions, and we ask that you use the chat client at the bottom of the screen to ask your questions. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Provost and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs for Bluefield State College, Dr. Ted Lewis.
Thank you, Dr. Underwood. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of faculty, staff, and administration, it is my privilege to welcome you. Bluefield State College is a special place that's played a significant role in the development of public higher education here in West Virginia. You'll find that Bluefield State provides a friendly and safe environment with a deeply supportive faculty and staff committed to helping you along your journey to success. We empower students by creating spaces where you can have robust educational experiences on a daily basis and achieve your academic and professional goals. Bluefield State College offers a variety of certificates, 2- and 4-year majors in 4 schools: the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, the STEM School, the School of Nursing and Allied Health, the W. Paul Cole Jr. School of Business, and the School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences, which you'll hear much more about these outstanding programs this afternoon. Among these are 11 nationally accredited programs. We also have 10 NCAA athletic teams. With smaller class sizes, you have the opportunity to get to know your instructors and work much more closely with them. Student support services include academic tutoring and mentoring, counseling, cultural enrichment trips, seminars and workshops, open computer lab access, veteran services, and services for disabled students. The Student Life Office is dedicated to assisting you to gain as much as possible from your total college experience by providing you with leadership opportunities, cultural and educational activities, entertainment, intramural activities, events both on and off campus, and more than 24 student organizations. U.S. News recently ranked Bluefield State College as one of the top 15 public schools in the South and the top public school in the state of West Virginia. Our students excel both academically and athletically, with teams winning world championships in Globus Business Simulation, International Intelligent Ground Vehicle Competition, and AutoNav Challenge, national championships in USCA Men's Golf and ECAC Women's Basketball, and regional championships in the Enactus Business Competition, Steel Bridge Building, and Men's Tennis. Many wonderful things are happening at Bluefield State College, and we look forward to having you to be part of them. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. With program and career information regarding our pre-law, humanities, social sciences, and criminal justice programs, let us welcome Dr. Amanda Matuszek, Assistant Professor of Psychology, and Dr. Sean Connolly, Professor of Humanities. Dr. Connolly, would you like to begin?
Yes, I would. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Great. I just wanted to introduce myself. As Dr. Underwood said, my name is Sean Connolly. I am chair of the Humanities program here at Bluefield State. To walk you through some of what our program offers and indeed what some of our students have done, I'd like to just open up a PowerPoint. I'm going to do that right now, and hopefully it will work. Let me make this big here. I'm going to share my screen. And hopefully everyone can still see my screen. Can you guys see me?
Yes.
And can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So very often as a chair of humanities, I'll get asked by incoming students or their parents what the humanities exactly is. And actually, that is an umbrella term, I would say, for a variety of disciplines and a variety of fields that we do teach at Bluefield State. Among them are the fields that in or around the study of language, communication, media, arts, and as well as a bunch of liberal arts fields that have been associated with humanities. Among them are 2 I teach, which are philosophy and literature. We also have a fairly robust communications program that we're developing. And I'm going to talk about some of the things and some of the things you can do with a degree in humanities, and indeed what some of our students have done after they graduated. Many of our students have gone into one of the following fields you see here, including business administration, public relations, marketing, law school. Some have gone into media, indeed working locally at the Bluefield Daily Telegraph and the local news station, as well as education. Here are some very famous humanities majors, actually, that you may very well know. The Michael Eisner from Walt Disney Company, who majored in literature and theater at Denison University. Conan O'Brien, who majored in history and American literature at Harvard. Carly Fiorina, former CEO of Hewlett-Packard. Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz, who majored in communications, which is also hosted in our department. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, who majored in English. So those are just some examples of very successful people who have studied the disciplines in our field and have gone on to do some very interesting things. I wanted to tell you a little bit about where some of our own students in the program have gone after their program here at Bluefield State. A student that I currently still talk to after many years that he graduated is Evan Garcia. He currently completed his master's degree at the University of Southern California and now teaches English quite happily in Japan. And as far as I know, if he doesn't mind me saying, he's actually currently interviewing for a job teaching at a university in Tokyo. Kevin Neese became a writer for Infosys Incorporated in Texas, where he's a technical writer and now actually he oversees the key public relations for the company located in Texas. Alexander Ledgerwood, who actually recently finished his PhD in English and is now teaching also in Florida. Dina Hassan works for the Department of Social Services in the state of West Virginia and continued his work in that capacity. I believe now she's also a supervising manager. James McPherson, who has just this year actually finished his law degree and will be a practicing lawyer once he passes the bar, hopefully shortly. Jerry Purdue, who actually completed his degree with us in humanities and has gone on to a very interesting career in university administration. And there's some other students I can mention. Amanda Cook, who currently finished her MBA and is working in marketing public relations. Emily Coppola, who worked for, again, the local newspaper and also now works for Bluefield College in town. And Heather Hall, who's now a television program media producer.
I was interested in the P. Steers.
I'm sorry? Oh, Pamela Steers, currently a PhD candidate at the University of Texas at Austin, also in English.
Good choice.
Also, so she's actually working on her program currently. So these are just a list of some more recent students. We actually have some that I can mention that I have to update the PowerPoint with some students from 2018 and 19 and what they're doing as well. I just wanted to highlight some of the students and some of our successes and indeed the diverse array of professions and studies that they have pursued after our degree program here. I think if you interviewed some of our students from recent graduate years, all of them would tell you that they felt that the program was inspiring, they were passionate about what they studied, that the faculty supported them, and also found a lot of interesting and exciting opportunities after their program here for them. So if you have any questions or concerns, I'm happy to answer them. My email address will be provided to you, I presume, by the presenters here. It'll be available on the website. It's SCONNOLLY@bluefieldState.edu. And my name is Sean Connolly. And I thank you for your time and for listening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Connolly. Dr. Matushik, would you like to continue?
All right. Good evening. My name is Dr. Amanda Matushik. I am the chair of the Social Sciences Department here at Bluefield State, and I teach courses in psychology. I also have a brief PowerPoint to talk about our degree program. If I can share it, let's see. All right. So within the Social Sciences Department, we have several different disciplines, but the degree is in social sciences as a whole. And so we generally prepare students for a lot of different options. Some of them go on to graduate school. We have several that have gone to law school, and several students that have gone on to employment in government and social service positions. So within our social science degree program, each student will choose a concentration, either history, political science, psychology, or sociology. And then they'll take courses across all of the disciplines, but then their focus is going to be on their chosen concentration. We have some wonderful faculty here at Bluefield State. Dr. Colin Cavell is our professor of political science. Dr. Deb Chakrabarty is a professor of sociology. I've already introduced myself. I teach psychology courses. Dr. Rod Montag teaches history courses, and Ms. Tara Mullins is a visiting instructor of psychology. There are also several minors that you can choose from within the social science disciplines. So even if you are choosing a major outside of social science, anyone across any of the any school can minor in any of the social science options. We have African American studies, history, political science, pre-law, psychology, and sociology. And like Dr. Connolly, I like to keep track of where our students have gone and be able to share in their success with them. And again, this is not a complete listing, but these are just some of the places that our graduates have gone after leaving Bluefield State. And you can see that we have a large number of students that have chosen to go on to graduate school or law school. And then on the opposite side of the screen, we have students that have gone ahead and gone into the workforce, doing things like social work or counseling, therapeutic positions. We've got some Head Start teachers. And so, students really are able to do a lot of different things with a degree in the social sciences. And if you talk to any one of the faculty members within social sciences, we're happy to work with you and help you figure out, exactly what it is that you'd like to do and how you can get there. And so if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Here's my phone number and my email address, and I'm happy to talk to anyone at any time.
Thank you, Dr. Matuszek. There we go. Let's talk for a minute about admissions and financial aid. So here at the college, we strongly believe that yes, academics should be challenging, but becoming a college student shouldn't be. So we are dedicated in the admissions and financial aid areas to not simply help you apply and point you in the right direction, but to serve you as a one-on-one personal counselor. That means that not only will we help you do the basic things like apply and point you in the right direction, but we will be monitoring you as an individual potential student, making sure that you are checking all the boxes with each individual step. And if you have challenges in reaching those potential milestones in your application process, we're going to jump in and help you. So we've done things like if you have a high school that for some reason is not supplying the transcript, your transcript in a timely fashion, we'll call up the guidance counselor. We probably know them already, and we can work with them to speed that along. We are also more than willing to do the same thing for your college transcripts or any other type of admissions requirement that you're having trouble meeting, or that maybe you in a busy life may forget sometimes. We'll call, we'll text, we'll email, we'll do what we have to do to be your personal guide through the admissions process. So to do that, obviously we need you to apply, which is easy to do and free. bluefieldState.edu/apply, it's as easy as that. After you've filled that out, that will kind of let us know that you're ready to go, and you'll pop up on our radar, and we'll swoop in to start helping. So we do need your high school transcripts, especially if you've been out of high school less than 5 years. If you're a high school student now, you need to go ahead and supply your transcript as it is now, and then we're going to ask you for your final transcript when you graduate. We also will need your college transcripts if you have any college credit, or if you've attended college at all anywhere. Sometimes students are concerned that maybe they didn't do so well the first time they went through college, and they don't want to have that record, that as part of their record. You do have to. We do need those records. We'll help you improve them. We'll help you repair that record. We'll give you the right support and attention to turn you into a great student. But we do need to have all of your transcripts that you've gained throughout your educational career. Typically, we also need your ACT or SAT score. However, this year, and this year only, the governor of West Virginia has provided colleges and universities with the opportunity to not use the ACT and SAT due to the problems of taking those tests during the pandemic and for COVID-19. So we are not using that as part of the criteria to admit you to the college for this 1 year only. So if you're planning on coming in January 2021, or if you're planning on starting in August 2021, or even the summer between them, we do not need your ACT or SAT for general admission to the college. Now, some programs, nursing's a good example, will still need them. So that's a different consideration. And you'll find out in just a few minutes, we still do use test scores for some scholarship opportunities. However, for general admission to the college, you do not need them. So let's talk about financial aid. We treat financial aid the same way we treat admissions. 4 out of 5 students here at Bluefield State can receive some sort of financial aid and probably couldn't attend without it. So in a sense, financial aid is an admissions process. So we give you the same one-on-one attention with financial aid that we give you with admissions. And your admissions counselor is going to monitor your financial aid status step by step and work with you one-on-one to make sure you're supplying everything that's needed for financial aid, which starts with the FAFSA, which is the free application for student aid. You can find that at fafsa.gov. Please don't go to .com or .org or .net, because those aren't the real ones. If any of them try to say that you need to pay to apply, you're at the wrong place, because it's free. It's in the name. So complete that document. It's a little bit similar to a tax document, but they've tried to make it a little easier so that where you can bring in information if you or your parents have filed taxes in those previous years. You can just pull that information right in. However, if you are challenged by that, and many people are, no shame there, I know that I was my very first year, we do have people here at the campus who will happily sit down with you and assist you with financial aid application. So once you've done that, and once we have worked with you to make sure that you've completed everything, you'll find yourself eligible for different types of aid. Grants, which do not have to be repaid, and you can, there are both federal and state grants. There are scholarships, which we'll talk about in more detail in just a minute. There are work study opportunities, which is a chance to work typically on the college campus and earn a paycheck for the work you do. Since that's money that you've earned through labor, you get to keep it. You don't ever have to pay it back. And then, of course, we have loans. Some people have some trepidations or concerns about loans, but we always need to keep in mind that if the only thing preventing you from going to college is accepting a loan, you really do need to accept the loan, because the rewards certainly outweigh those types of obligations. An educational loan in the United States is the most affordable loan you'll ever have access to, and the return on investment has been proven over and over again. And we'll help you figure out the right level of loan. We don't want you to take more than you need, but we do want to help you to take the right amount so that you don't have to worry about attending college. Now let's talk about scholarships. There are of course external scholarships like the Promise Scholarship, but we also have scholarships that are specific for the college. One, the academic scholarships. All you have to do to apply for those is apply for admission and be accepted, and supply your high school or college transcripts and supply your test scores if you've taken them. And here's where there's a difference. We don't require test scores for admission, but we will look at them for the purposes of scholarship. But you don't have to write an essay. You don't have to fill out a separate application. We'll just review your data and we'll grant scholarships as long as the funding lasts. We also have what we call foundation or leadership scholarships. You can apply for those at bluefieldState.edu/scholarships with an S on the end. Those scholarships do require a brief essay. And we have many scholarships. Some of them are for academic performance. Some of them are need-based. Some of them are for simply graduating from a particular high school or living in a particular county, or your volunteer work. But you just fill out that one application and we look at all of those opportunities and find the right opportunities for you and make those awards. Deadline is April 1st, if you're thinking about the next fall. And then finally, there's the brand new Honors College at Bluefield State College. You can also find the application for the Honors College at the same location, so bluefieldState.edu/scholarships. And the Honors College is an exceptional opportunity beyond the significant and comprehensive financial support that the program provides from a tuition and fees point of view. There's also housing support and textbook support. But even beyond those opportunities, you have internships and research opportunities and networking opportunities that will act as a launch pad for your career, even beyond and above the great opportunities that simply being at Bluefield State provides. That application's there too, and the deadline for that is January 31st. So we've covered financial aid, scholarships, and admissions. If you have any questions about that whatsoever, or if you have any questions in general, please feel free to email me directly. My name is Anthony Underwood. I'm the Chief Enrollment Officer here at the college, and my email is aunderwood@bluefieldState.edu. That's Underwood. So if you have any questions at all, whether it is about admissions and financial aid or anything to do with the college, if I don't have the answer, I'll find someone who does and they'll get back to you. So I want to take an opportunity to thank the faculty who've been with us here tonight. They're an exceptional faculty, and we're very proud of the work they do, both as scholars and as mentors to our students. And thank you for being here and sharing information about your programs.
I wanted to say thank you, Anthony, and I also shared my contact information in the chat window for our Zoom session here.
Thank you, Dr. Conley. So I want to say that Bluefield State is more than simply a place to earn a degree, although you'll get your opportunity to do that. When you come here, you'll actually become a true scholar. You'll learn to create and discover what is the best meaning for your life and what the best path forward is for you. Here, you'll join a family that, yes, will challenge you academically, but will always give you the support and opportunity to succeed. We look forward to serving, guiding, mentoring, and teaching you, the next generation of Bluefield State leaders. Thank you, good night, and take care.